Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited because today I'm going to be talking about my new iPhone 11. This is going to be my first in a series of review videos that I want to be doing because I really love tech and I'm really excited about my new iPhone. This is actually the second iPhone I've ever had in my life. I got my first iPhone in 2017 and it was just as the iPhone 7 was kind of being phased out and the iPhones 8 and 10 had just come out, and it was just really cheap and easy to get the iPhone 7 at the time, and so I went for it and I got that. But now I've been able to upgrade to the iPhone 11, and so I wanted to tell you guys just how much I love this new iPhone. It is amazing. So this is my iPhone 11. I'm really excited about it. I got the purple one because I thought that was the best looking version of the phone. My favorite color is actually green, but the green one I didn't really like kind of the way it looked, and I thought the purple one was just really nice and sleek, and it's actually light enough that sometimes, you know, if you're seeing it from far away, it almost looks silver. So it was the closest thing to a silver phone that I could find, and I prefer like the silver and gold tones, and so that was the closest I could get. I'm really happy with the way it looks, and just, you know, the overall aesthetic. I really love the fact that it's bigger. I didn't get the big phone because I've never wanted to get the big phone, and then it's funny how you convince yourself in your mind that you don't want the bigger phone, and then you get a phone that's bigger and you're like, how was I functioning before? How did I survive on such a tiny little device? My iPhone 7 was very small. It was the smallest one you could buy, so it's really fun to have the bigger screen and, you know, just to be able to watch videos a little bit more conveniently. And yeah, it's just, I'm super happy with this phone. So the first thing that I noticed when I got this phone was that there is no button, and I don't know at what point the button went away. I'm not sure if the 10 still has a button or not, but basically the way you turn the phone on now is you tap it and swipe up, and then it asks for your Face ID, and that's something that I also love. That is a new feature that I was not aware of. You're able to turn the phone on and off just by it seeing your face. And initially when I saw that I was going to have to set this up, I was like, oh gosh, it's another one of these things. I really don't want it. You know, when I'm presented with something new, my initial reaction is to be like, oh, I don't want this. I don't need this. This is a new thing. It's going to be more work. It's going to mean an extra step. It's actually really cool. So instead of always having to type your password in, you tap the phone, you swipe up, you face it at your face, and it unlocks for you. Now, if for some reason, so yes, it unlocks for you. And yes, that is my likeness in the background there. Basically, instead of having to constantly type your code in, you're just able to have it unlock by looking at your face. Now, let's say you're like sitting somewhere and you need to turn your phone on and you're not in a convenient location where you can pick up the phone and have it facing your face, or sometimes you just wanted to look at something but you didn't want to have to pick up the phone, so you're still going to have to type the code in for that. If you don't want to activate your Face ID, then you tap the phone, swipe up. If it doesn't see you, it'll end up going straight to the numbers, but otherwise you can swipe up and tap. Otherwise you can swipe up and tap. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work every time, but there you go. Anyway, so phone is super cool because it's got this facial ID recognition. And I know it sounds 1984-ish and it sounds like, oh my gosh, this new age technology. We're always scared of the new technology, and I'm not any more innocent than anybody else. We're always scared of the new technology because we're afraid of what it means for society, and then we end up getting hooked on it. So that's where I'm at right now. I am so hooked, 100%. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about that is just so cool about this phone is the cameras. The cameras are amazing. I've never been able to take pictures of this quality in my entire life. So you can kind of see the back. Now, some of these phones have 3 camera lenses. I got the actual iPhone 11. This isn't the 11 Plus or anything like that. But this phone has 2 cameras, and it's just really, it's the best phone I've ever had. I've never been able to take pictures like this in my life. Some of these pictures are just like, I took photography and I couldn't take pictures like this. I can't even tell you guys. It's just kind of amazing that this level of photography can come from a cell phone now. You used to have to buy like sophisticated cameras and all the rest of it, and now it's just built into your phone. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm sure this is true, people buying these phones just for the camera. Like, you don't even have to have a cell phone plan. Just buy this phone and you're easily able to take pictures with this phenomenal camera, and then you can message them to yourself even just over Wi-Fi. It's fantastic. I love it so much. And so many of my YouTube videos are going to be made on this phone. My dance videos, you've probably seen a couple of them come out, are going to be made with this phone. It's just going to be so easy and convenient. I've had technology prior to this, so this isn't life-changing. But for somebody who is just getting a new device, this is like, you're getting so much for the cost of one phone. Now, the way I buy cell phones is different than everybody else. Usually what people do is they have a cell phone plan, and then they basically take out a lease on a phone. That's why you get the phone, and then you're paying payments on the phone in addition to your cell phone plan. I don't do that. I save up enough money and I pay off the whole phone up front, so that my cell phone plan is very, very inexpensive in comparison to what others might be. Now, you don't have to do this. This is just the way I do things to keep costs down. So I save up the lump sum, all of what the cost is for the phone, for the taxes, for all of that, for the case, everything. I save all of that, then I pay off the phone up front, and then I'm only paying the cell phone bill. So it makes it so much easier for me to say, you know what, I can't afford a new phone right now. So for example, last year I had some other expenses come up. I was planning on buying my new phone last year, but I was able to decide, you know what, I can't afford that right now. And I was able to make that decision because I'd already paid this phone off. So the other thing that I love about this new phone is the fact that the operating system actually fits the phone. This is a problem that I had when I bought the iPhone 7. The operating system had been built, the new ones I should say, they'd all been built for the new phones. So for the 8 and the 10, the OSs were all tailored towards those new phones, and so every time I would get an upgrade, my phone would either slow down or it wouldn't work right. So that's one of the things that was frustrating. Now, because I have the 11, the operating system that I had upgraded to on my iPhone 7 that I was having issues with, I now have it on the 11 and it works great. So that's another thing that made me really, really happy. I know there's a lot of people that are going to be like, well, that's just Apple trying to make more money because they just want you to buy the new device. And I'm like, well, I bought the new device, okay? And I'm really happy that I did. And it's just really, really satisfying to be able to have a device that works well, that has good quality. I'm floored with it. It's amazing. It's a fantastic phone, and that's really all I have to say about it. I could talk about it forever. The sound quality of this phone is so much better. The sound quality on my 7 was actually really, really good. It was better than my computer's, which is kind of amazing. You could listen to it basically as a speaker. You're not confined to your headphones with these phones. You can put it on, you can have it play, and in your room, it fills up the whole room. This one's even louder. I actually have to turn it down because it's too loud. And that's a good problem to have, I think, because with my 7, I'm turning it up really, really loud so that I can hear it across the room. With my 11, I don't have to turn it up all the way. So that's another nice feature that I'm really, really happy with. One downside, I will say, this is not a perfect phone, but this is one downside about it, is apps like Twitter, for example, don't necessarily fit. So you can I'm pulling up my Twitter right now. You can see my cover photo here on Twitter. It kind of gets cut off at the top. I don't know if that's just because of this specific phone, the 11, not the 11 Plus. Kind of has this little weird thing at the top that cuts off your cover photo. Again, not that big of a deal. Just aesthetically, I'm looking at it and I'm saying that doesn't look that great. But that's just one example of maybe this top thing needs to be, reworked a little bit. Anyway, that's basically been my one complaint, is that some of the apps just don't fit quite right. I'm super satisfied with this phone. If you guys want an iPhone 11, it's got Kelly's endorsement on it. So not that means that much, I understand, but I'm just saying, it's a really good phone. I love tech that works, and I'm an Apple fangirl, and I'm super, super happy with how this iPhone 11 has enhanced my ability to do the things that I like to do, whether it's photography, whether it's making videos. I actually made one of my most recent YouTube videos straight from the iPhone 11 and uploaded it from the iPhone 11 instead of transferring it to my computer to edit. So that was really cool as well. If you guys have any questions, leave me a comment below. I'm going to start trying to do a better job of reading and responding to comments. I know I got a complaint from someone who shall not be named that was very unhappy that I don't respond to comments. Usually that's because most of my comments are pretty negative, because in the past I've only done political videos, but if you have some nice comments, I will be happy to respond to your nice comments. So please feel free to leave me a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. I am hoping to do more videos like this in the future. So send me messages if there's like tech or some other, technological, or maybe a video game or something. If there's anything you guys want me to review, let me know, and I will put it into the vault with all of my other ideas that I'm brewing and stirring up and getting all excited. Yeah, it's getting real over here, guys. So I will talk to you guys on the next episode.